Hello everybody. Welcome to another episode of Cooking with Denoy in the hotel room. Yeah, sorry about this messy sink, but they didn't really give me much room here in this hotel. It's like a tiny little hotel. The layout of the room is like really weird. I haven't given the tour yet, but it's like funky in here and there's really not much room. But anyhow, just got off work. I'm making dinner tonight. And as you can see, I had the rice here already pre-cooked because what we're going to make today is pork fried rice. And yesterday I made some pork chops that I cooked up, which is probably in another video. I haven't uploaded it yet nor processed anything, but here you can see that I am going to be cooking up some more of the pork. I had bought like a slab of pork, a bunch of pork that I'm using over several days, so it was like about $3.86 or something like that for that, and that's gonna last me like 3 days. Anyhow, I sliced the pork. I've used a knife that I sell, which is Tesla gourmet knives. They're like fantastic knives. Anyhow, I used a set that was given to me, so I sliced up the pork, and I have the rice cooker going on right here. I forgot oil, so I don't have any oil, so I'm hoping that I can cook it without the oil. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take my pork there and put it in here, and to season it, I'm not going to do much. I'm going to do the same thing I did with the pork chops. I'm just going to put in some chopped onions. And, of course, the magical badia. That's what I use for everything. So we're going to do that and cook up the pork. And once the pork is cooked, we're going to add our rice. Then throw in our soy sauce. And I also have some salad leaves and stuff that I'm going to throw in there. Some lettuce and stuff. And that's going to be our Thai fried rice. Well, pork fried rice. So stay tuned and we'll go ahead and add the pork. Okay, as you can see, I've put the pork into the rice cooker, and now what I'm going to do is to season it by adding this stuff, the badia, the magical badia that we use for everything. So I'm just put some in there for some flavoring, and I think that's good enough. Well, maybe a little bit more. Okay, so we got badia in there, and then we're just going to pour in some of this chopped onions. Okay, the 5th season chopped onions. That's pretty much it. I've got the heat currently set to high. So now all I need to do is put the lid on here and let the unit cook. Okay, I have put the lid onto the unit, checking to make sure that the heat is still on high. Ideally I would have had oil in there, but I didn't have any oil, so we'll see how it does without the oil. Because there's a little bit of fat on the chops, so hopefully that will help to cook it. I may have to open it up here shortly and stir it so it doesn't burn and stick to the bottom of the pan. But the plan is to completely cook the meat to make sure the meat is fully done. Then what we're going to do is I'll probably throw in some of the, I have like frozen, it shouldn't be frozen, it should be chilled, but this thing is so cold it was freezing everything. I'm going to throw in my vegetables, well my leaves here, my salad. It looks like it got frozen. I'm probably going to toss this one and it's totally frozen. So I'm going to toss a little bit of the frozen salad. I had bought a bag of classic iceberg salad right there. And I'm going to use that to throw into the rice cooker to make the fried rice. And of course I still have this, wow, everything's like frozen here. This stupid freezer. The refrigerator is like so cold it's freezing everything. Anyhow, that's pretty much it. We're gonna go ahead and make the meal, and I'll show you as we go along. Okay. So I just wish all that stuff wasn't frozen, but it's frozen, which is kind of bad. I might have to thaw out my cucumber because I'm gonna need that. So the meat is cooking, and we'll check on it shortly. Alrighty, it's been about 10 minutes or so, and as you can see, the pork is pretty much cooked. So what I'm gonna do at this point is I am going to add some of the steaming up my camera here. I am going to add the frozen veggies, the salad that I've cut here. I'm going to add a little bit. It's like frozen. Normally you wouldn't have it frozen, but my refrigerator got so cold it was freezing everything, which is bad. So we're going to put it in here. Put a little bit in here. I'm going to have to do it with both hands here because this is so frozen it's not coming out. Hang on a moment. As you can see, I've added quite a bit of salad in there. I took my iceberg lettuce salad. And now what I'm going to do is add some rice, some white rice into this mix here. I just poured some in there. give it some greens. And then I'm going to scoop up some of my regular white rice here and put it in here. Can't do it one-handed because I don't want to spill and make a mess, so let me pause the camera for a moment. Alright, as you can see, I've added the white rice on top of the frozen lettuce there. Now we're just going to add some soy sauce. This is Kikkoman soy sauce, and I'm just going to pour on here just a little bit. Enough to coat the rice and stuff, though, to give it the nice brown color here. Okay, so now we have the soy sauce in there, and what we're going to do is just mix everything up. I have a little spoon here that I'm going to use to stir things up, and I'm just going to mix up the fried rice, and that's pretty much the pork fried rice that we're making for tonight. Now, I am going to cut up some cucumbers and some onion stalks to have with it. Unfortunately for me, I think I'm out of peppers, so I'm not going to be able to spice it up. But I'll be able to add some lemon juice, squeeze on there, and have the onions. Maybe the onion stalks will make it spicy for me. So here's the Thai fried rice, or pork fried rice. I am going to set the heat back on high and let it cook for a few more minutes, just to heat up and thaw out the frozen vegetables, the lettuce leaves in there. Just let all that thaw out for me. So, alright. Doesn't that look good? So, we'll just go ahead and put the heat back on high. Put the lid back on the unit. And let it cook for maybe about another 5 minutes, 6 minutes or so. And then the food should be done. Okay, the rice is done. The rice cooker popped. It's been about another 6 or 7 minutes. I'm going to go ahead and unplug it and I'll let it start to cool down here. Doesn't that look delicious, folks? That's pork fried rice. Now, what I did, because I wanted to make sure I covered a little bit of safety here. This dish is what I used to have the pork on, and I cut it. You can see I got it in the sink here because I just washed it. I just washed it using the soap. Same with the knife that I used to cut everything. What you want to do is have cross-contamination where you had like the raw meat in here, and then you're going to put food in it. So I've cleaned that completely, and I cleaned the knife. What I'm going to be doing is using this knife here, this little paring knife, to cut my cucumber, and also to cut my onion stalks. And we're going to do that for our serving thing before we put the rice on it to serve our food. So we'll do that right now. Well, sadly, it looks like my cucumber is frozen. So this is gone. I'm not going to eat that. I'm going to toss this cucumber, which sucks. I just hope my onion stalks are okay. I'm going to go ahead and trash that cucumber because no one wants to eat a frozen cucumber. Well, sadly, folks, my onion stalks were also frozen and destroyed. I did cut off like the bad part, and I'm saving what I can here to try to eat. I'm trying to salvage what I can. So this is the base part, which is still pretty good. I'm going to clean out all these frozen bits here and toss them, because no one wants to eat frozen stuff that's all wilted and bad now. So the moral of the story is check the freezer, the refrigerator, and make sure it's not going to freeze everything, even if it's on refrigerator mode. That particular little refrigerator got so cold it was freezing everything. Even though I know there's an adjustment on there for temperature, which I did adjust, but it still froze everything, which is horrendous. Anyhow, we're going to try to salvage what we can and make our meal here.